That you heard about from Mick Fitzgerald a few moments ago. Darlan won last year, subsequently ill-fated Darlan. Nicky Henderson won the previous year with General Miller as well. Brick Red, Venetia's Aintree, heads them in the absence of Art of Logistics. 20-1 shot, outsider of the 4. Forgotten Voice once won a Royal Hunt Cup on the flat. Fascinating tactical battle in prospect here between that horse and his stable companion, My 10 Tour Yours, who is a 3-1 on favourite to atone for that Cheltenham defeat for AP McCoy and Nicky Henderson. And Zuider, who was a very smart flat horse for John Gosden, is now with John Ferguson and is the mount of Dennis O'Regan.
Aidan Coleman, he did at Kempton when beaten by Forgotten Voice, and he was just a bit of a sitting duck there, but he has set off in front. The crowd give them a cheer for this. Rose Appeal supports Alder Hay, top Novice's Hurdle, and Brick Red leads the way to, in second, Forgotten Voice, My 10 Tour Yours and Zuider, and it looks as though Aidan Coleman is going to make this a reasonable test as they run round their first turn and head towards flight number 1. So Brick Red, a formerly useful flat racer when trained by Andrew Balding, now with Venetia Williams, our guest on the morning line this morning, and jumps the first fluently from Forgotten Voice, the favourite My 10 Tour Yours, and AP McCoy in third place, and then Zuider, a November handicap winner on the flat last of the 4. Over the next, Brick Red, Forgotten Voice, My 10 Tour Yours, just lacking a little bit of fluency possibly in third there, and finally Zuider, and fears of a slow gallop here unfounded. It's not bad at all. It's a reasonable pace being set by Brick Red. Forgotten Voice is moving up on his outside. Then My 10 Tour Yours, who met with that surprise setback at the Cheltenham Festival in the first race, as they pass the stands now, and the crowd giving them a lift. A much bigger crowd today on this second day of the Grand National meeting, and of course an absolute sellout to come tomorrow afternoon. Brick Red leads the way to Forgotten Voice in second place. It's Aidan Coleman from Barry Geraghty. Then in third is My 10 Tour Yours and AP McCoy, and Dennis O'Regan sits in last place aboard Zuider. All 4 of these riders involved in tomorrow's John Smith's Grand National. They're running towards the back straight, 3 flights in the back. Maybe the pace has slackened slightly. Brick Red by a length and a half to Forgotten Voice. My 10 Tour Yours, who can pull very hard. He's keen but not overly keen. And Zuider last of the 4 at about 6 lengths behind the leader, Brick Red, who takes off about a length clear. Zuider makes a mistake at the back there. Dennis O'Regan had to sit tight on him in that black jacket. They head on towards the next. Flight number 5 coming up. Brick Red from Forgotten Voice. Forgotten Voice, who was too quick for Brick Red at Kempton. My 10 Tour Yours third. Again, Zuider wasn't overly brilliant at that flight as they move on towards the last in the back straight. And Brick Red continues to lead the way. Forgotten Voice and My 10 Tour Yours both travelling smoothly at the moment. Zuider still in touch despite a couple of sloppy jumps. And now they run towards the exit from the back straight. Fascinating contest here as they're about to turn left-handed and run down the side of the course in this 2 miles Grade 2 novices event. And some stars of the future in this small field. Brick Red leading by a length and a half to Forgotten Voice. My 10 Tour Yours stalking Forgotten Voice. Which of those 2 will show the better turn of foot from the final flight? We're about to find out. Zuider trying to get back into the race as they approach the turn into the home straight. McCoy allows My 10 Tour Yours to cruise up on the outside. Goes second now aboard the favourite. Brick Red by only 3 parts of a length. Look at My 10 Tour Yours travel. So powerful. Forgotten Voice back in third, and Zuider is struggling to keep up. Approaching 3 out. Is the writing on the wall here? My 10 Tour Yours comes to challenge Brick Red, who blunders there. My 10 Tour Yours cruising ahead. Forgotten Voice now asked to quicken by Barry Geraghty, but he's suddenly got 4 or 5 lengths to make up, and the horse in front is just powering away. Brick Red another catastrophic blunder in third there, and racing towards the last is My 10 Tour Yours, who is now shaken up and goes further clear of Forgotten Voice with 1 left to jump. My 10 Tour Yours, and safely over. Just over a furlong to go. Forgotten Voice clambered over the last. Zuider and Brick Red, and My 10 Tour Yours, he's back to his very best form, the form we saw at Newbury before the Cheltenham Festival, where he took a field of handicappers apart. This time he's going to win in a canter from 3 useful rivals. What a horse, what a prospect. My 10 Tour Yours by about 12 lengths, maybe 15 to Forgotten Voice. Zuider in third, and Brick Red again the sitting duck finished last of the 4. 11-4 on favourite. We won't get too rich. Nobody's getting too rich at those odds, but he was a feast for the eyes there.